So good morning, welcome to day 98 of your daily wellness. So today we've got our longer yoga session. So as always, we're just going to take a moment to settle into our practice. Maybe you guys are back at work already and have been for a little while, so maybe you've got a different set of struggles, how to get back into everyday life and not just have all this time at home. Or maybe, like myself, you're still having that old struggle of being at home all the time, not quite knowing how you feel, not quite knowing what to do with yourself, or maybe being really busy as a way of distracting yourself, which can take a toll on the mind and body. So to begin with, obviously setting yourself up, get yourself comfortable. If you want a block or cushion or anything, you can get those, and bring your feet into whatever width feels comfy. So if you're feeling like you need a lot of support today, take it nice and wide. If you feel like you just need to lock it up, you need to get some strength, then we're going to come narrow, we're going to find that length, that firm grounding, a bit more activation to bring it in narrow, or just somewhere in between. Take a moment looking down at your feet. Notice as you gently shift backwards and forwards, side to side, all the little muscles that you can actually see flexing through the feet, through the top of the feet and into the toes as you move around. And take a moment to imagine the mechanics, like all of that support for you, all of that connection, all of this kind of working together to keep you grounded, to keep you upright, to give you what you need to get you through the day. And feel a bit of gratitude for that. And then finding some stillness. Take in the deepest breaths that you've taken all day. Allowing whatever movement your body wants to make with the breath at this point. Maybe you're not feeling the belly breathing yet and you just want to find that lift and lengthen. Or maybe you just want to feel that big expand and contraction through the belly. Take a moment to play with your breath. You can bring hands to the belly, you can bring the hands to the side, or whatever feels right for you. We've done enough of these practices together now, enough different breathing techniques, different poses while you breathe, different focuses. Choose what feels best for you. And then just take a moment to bring your awareness to your legs. So notice how it feels. To me, without even looking down, I feel like my knees are kind of coming in a little bit. I'm kind of dumping the weight in. So I'm just going to take a moment to press, for me, with the outside foot. And you'll notice as you kind of move the feet in or out or change your alignment a little bit, you'll feel this almost locking into place. This place where you don't necessarily feel extra tension on one side or the other, or like your hips are kind of coming out of joint or anything. Just take a moment to try and bring your legs into alignment, or whatever that means for you. So some people's bodies are different, some people's angles in the body are different. So find a position, just really feel what it feels like to you. Bring that up through the hips. So some of us have quite a big arch in the lower back, so we're going to take that out a little bit. We're going to find that alignment, but again, some people are always going to have a little bit. I always do. Some people are really good at having this nice straight spine, and this is just how they're aligned. But if you find that you're squeezing everything in to try and get this alignment, then that's not really for you right now. So just take it part way. We've got a little squeeze, a little muscle activation, but we're still kind of relaxed at the same time. And then start to find a little bit of length, maybe have a little wiggle through one side of the body than the other. Try and even it out so that both sides feel even. And maybe we kind of wiggle one shoulder up than the other, taking the neck around. Take a moment to see what it feels like through the upper back, chest, neck and shoulders. And then start to grow. So grow up. Usually that means we've kind of pushed the ribs out, so just tuck in. Usually that means we hunch over a little bit, so then we roll the shoulders back. Often that leads the chin to come forward, so pull the chin back. Breathe. Notice how much easier the breath just seems to come in and down. You will find if your hands naturally go with the palms facing backwards, you'll have more of a hunch through the upper body. So if they are this way, just take a moment to bring them either into neutral or to bring them palms forward, and notice the difference through the chest, through this opening here and this activation through the upper back as the shoulder blades come together. And also as we reach the fingers down, we start to feel a little bit of length coming up the arms and even up the sides of the neck. Relax your gaze. Feeling this firm foundation, grounding into the floor, so we're active but not squeezing everything super tight. Finding what alignment means to you. It's important to have this alignment for all of your balancing, all of your strength poses, for when you're in the gym doing all your other poses. And then shift the weight into your left leg. So when I say that, I don't mean dump the hip over, I mean just gently come across, start to lift the right foot up, still lengthening up tall. Don't lift that right hip either, we kind of bring them level, balanced. Toe on the floor, find the alignment. Notice how it's changed as we've brought the weight into one foot. You can keep the toe down or lift up and just take some ankle circles one way and the other. Next inhale, we draw the knee up, flex the foot. As you exhale, we slowly lower down to toe tap. Notice if you're hyperextending the knee, if we're pushing the weight back, bring it back into alignment, not locking the joint out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more, nice soft gaze. This time as we come down, lock in through your core. Use your arms a bit wider to stabilize. We're going to take the toe tap out to the side. Bend the left leg slightly. Feel that grounding, this activation through the glutes, lengthen away. Inhale, bring it back up. Find that standing tall alignment, and then as you exhale, inhale, bring it up. One more. Inhale, up. Last time. We're going to take it out, but this time we're going to take it out and we're going to place the foot down. So you've got this wide stance. Turn your right toes out, left toes are forward. So take a moment here again to notice what your body is saying to you. We're probably feeling some tension here, feeling something weird in the hips, and we're probably arching again. So firstly, straighten that back leg. Again, don't lock it, straighten it. Squeeze the quads. Press firmly with the foot. Then we find grounding in this front foot. Press with the little toe, with the outside edge. This will help to activate the muscles in the outside of the leg and open the hip. So straight leg for a moment. Again, not locked and pushed back in the joint, just kind of in alignment. Micro bend if you're someone that hyperextends. Scoop your tailbone under. So take a moment to press into the outside of that leg and then try and rotate a little bit. So we've got big opening in the hip here. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, draw a big circle as we take them down. Inhale, reach up. Big circle as we take them down. Really stretching fingertips side to side as we come up. Interlace. Turn them palms up and stretch. And then release. This time we rotate. So we have one foot coming out to the side, one foot coming forwards. This time you're going to feel a bit of pressure on that back knee. Again, press with the outside edge. If you want to or need to, take the heel out slightly. So it's up to you there, depends how you feel. So we're going to rotate the hips forwards a little bit. Scoop the tailbone, interlace the hands behind, open the chest. Pull back through the right hip crease as we lengthen chest forwards. You're going to feel a big stretch in this right hamstring. Just going gentle for now. Good, release the hands off. Draw a big circle as we come forwards, up, hands together, bring them down to the heart. Rotate, turn the feet in. Wide stance, toes turned in slightly. Tailbone tucked. Again, notice this stacking, what this stacking means in this form. Good, now you can step the feet together, or we're going to bend the legs and take a little jump. So we'll go for the same on the other side. Find your grounding, find your alignment. Do that little checking in process. Solid foundation. And this time the weight comes into the right leg, still nice and long. Toe can stay on the floor, or we draw a few circles with the left foot. One way and then the other. Good, and then as we inhale, we draw the left knee up. Flex the foot. As we exhale, we tap down. Again, don't lock out this leg, it's straight but not locked. Active through the muscles, kneecap lifted. One more. Good, and then this time we bring it up. Abdominals in. We start to lean, rotate, bend the right leg as we tap the left toes out. Taking the arms a bit wider if you need for balance. As we inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap it out. Good, exhale. Inhale up. And this time we step it out. Now I've got to remember what we did on the other side. Okay, find your grounding, find your length. Turning your left toes out. So again, take a moment to lock the leg, press with the outside edge. Press with the outside edge of this leg. Micro bend maybe on the knee. Open the hip as we bring the body facing this way. Scoop the tailbone under. Inhale, bring the arms up, reach them side to side. Exhale down, really reaching, stretching across the chest, across the upper back. Again, inhale, reach. Strong legs, even though we're using arms. Good, again, inhale up. Exhale. Last time, bring it up. Interlace the fingers, push palms up to the ceiling, stretch, release, let go. Bring it down behind, interlace the hands, open the chest. Good, release that on. From there, we're going to rotate. So again, if you are feeling good through the legs, we can keep it at 90 degrees. Otherwise, just turn the toes in a little, as much as you feel like you need. So really up to you. See how this back knee feels. Scoop the tailbone, squeeze the quads. Forgot what I'm doing here. I remember. So bringing the left hip back as we bring the hands behind. Interlace, open the chest. Lengthen, left hip comes back as we lengthen over. Just a little shallow one to begin with. Nice hamstring stretch. On your next exhale, we release the hands down, draw that big circle as we come up. Hands to the heart. And then we turn them in so we've got both feet, toes turned in on this wide stance. Again, notice your stacking, what that means here. Turn the toes out and the heels in. So take a moment to find a stance. Starting to open up through the hips. We're going to do a gentle goddess pose. So take a moment to have a little wiggle side to side. Notice that nice stretch through the groin area. The knee isn't going way over the toe here, so we're just doing small kind of hip bumps side to side. The knee is staying above ankle or certainly not beyond the toe. And then take it as wide as works for you, heels in, toes out. We start to squat down. Now again, make sure that we're not sending the knee over into the toes and the heel is lifting. We want the weight in the heels as we sink down. Scoop the tailbone, opening through the hips, lengthen through the spine. Good. From here, inhale, reach. Exhale, get down a bit lower. Inhale, keep that depth as we reach. Exhale, get down a little lower. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, take it down. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Straighten up through the legs. Walk them in. And have that little wiggle through. Circle the ankles, or maybe have a little hip bump side to side, or some circles through the knees depending on what you're feeling after all that. Good. So from here we're going to come into this standing pose again. Find your stacked posture. Abdominals in, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it out. Turn the toes out, same as we just did. This time take a slightly wider stance. We're going to come into our warrior 2. So for warrior 2, similar idea, pressing with the outside edge of the feet, open the hip. Body facing long side of the mat. Good. So the aim is to get knee over ankle. As low as you can once we've got the knee over the ankle and the back leg straight. So take a moment to set yourself up. Nice big stretch through this back hip. Again, if you feel pressure on the back knee, bring a little micro bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, shoulder height. Take a moment to pull the little fingers back, open the chest, scoop your tailbone under. Press firmly into the mat, look over your right hand, warrior 2. Turn the right hand over, reach it forwards. As you exhale, keep the depth as we reach right hand up, left hand down. Inhale, bring it back to warrior 2, palms down. Next inhale, straighten the legs, bring them up. As we exhale, we come back down. Turn the hand, inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse warrior. Bring it back. Palms down. One more time, inhale. All the way up, straight legs. Exhale, down. Yeah. From here, take it all the way down. So right elbow comes to the knee, left arm reaches up. So we're not dumping the weight down, we're pushing out with that elbow, opening the chest, reaching up. For 3, 2, 1, take that right arm down. Hands to the mat, turn on the right foot as we bring it all the way in. Take a moment in your wide leg forward fold, have a little hip wiggle, have a little shake of the head. Bend the knees, roll it up. And from there we're going to turn the left foot out. So notice if this side is different. You may find you've got less flexibility through the hip, more pain in one of the joints. You may find you're not as strong and you get achy quicker. That's normal. We try to strive for balance, but it takes a long time to become perfectly balanced, and I don't think we're ever perfectly balanced. So, take a moment to find the depth of you, the depth that suits you for Warrior Two. So knee over ankle, back leg nice and straight, tailbone scooped. Press with the outside edges of the feet. Good. As we inhale, we reach up. Exhale, hands down to shoulder level. Take a moment to pull the little fingers back. Looking over your left hand. Reach them apart. Turn the left hand over, reach forwards. Lengthen up as the right hand comes down. Bring it back up to Warrior Two. Palm down. Good, so from here on your next inhale, we straighten the legs, bring the hands up overhead. Exhale, take it back. Again, turn the palm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it up. Back into your Warrior Two. You got it. Next inhale, take it up. Nice straight leg. Exhale, take it down. Turn the palm last time. Reach it forwards, up and back. Take it back. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for a beat. And then we continue down, taking elbow to knee, reaching the right hand up. And then we allow that right arm to come down. Fingertips to the mat as we turn the left toes in and come back into this wide leg forward fold. Take a moment to allow the body to hang. So again, if you feel like you're pushing into the knees, take a moment to bring them out of lock. Give the head a little shake, a little nod. Turn the toes out and the heels in. Lock your abdominals in. Bend your knees. Lock in through the core as we come up into that goddess pose. Tailbone tucked under. Taking this mudra today. So this mudra is all about balance and harmony in mind and body. So you're going to take the mudra with the arms forwards and we're going to rotate just as far as works for you. So you may find one shoulder opens more than the other. That's fine. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and we can slowly bring it up. Walk the feet in. Hands to the heart, and take a moment to let that sink in. Good. Find your grounding, your stacked alignment. Locking through the core. Inhale as we lift the knee up. Exhale as we tap it out. Bring the foot down. Okay, so this time we're going to rotate the foot out. We're going to swim the hands behind. This time we're going to bring them either into grasping elbows, or if you have the flexibility, so we'll either grasp elbows or we'll come into prayer pose behind the back. It's up to you. Nice straight legs or micro bend, chest is open, spine is long, rotate. Inhale. As we exhale, we lengthen forwards, pull back through the right hip socket, like we did earlier, but maybe willing yourself to have a little bit more space. Nice straight spine, the chest is open. Oh, can you hear that? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. My phone's ringing, and it's lovely. Good, big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release it off, bring the arms forwards, bend the knee as you come up. Hands down to the heart. Take it a bit wider, coming into a warrior two stance. Good, inhale, bring the arms up. Take them down to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Good, looking over your right hand as you reach forwards. We're going to pop the left hip towards the back of the room. So pulling that back as we lengthen forwards. Imagine trying to reach forwards. So we long through the right side of the body, and then we rotate right hand down, left hand up into your triangle pose. So the most important thing in triangle pose is not how far you can get down. You see how I come here, I've collapsed, my shoulders sort of coming over. What we want is this openness of the chest and this length through the underside. And if that means this is where your triangle is at, that's fine. So just go as far as you can while you can keep the chest open, both sides of the body, as long as possible. Neck is nice and loose. Good. Release it off, bend the knee to give you some support as you come out. Turn the right foot in and the left foot out. Bend the knee. Oh no, sorry, straightened leg to begin with. Sorry. Bring the hands behind. We interlace. We can grab the elbows, or we can do prayer pose. It's up to you this time. Find length, rotate over, and then pull back through right hip crease, long through the spine. Nice deep breaths. Good, as we release off, we bend the knee as we come up. Hands to heart. And then we bend the leg and come into a warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to warrior two, take them out side to side. Straightening the front leg. Good, so from here again, we bump the hips out to the right as we reach the left hand forwards, lengthening through that left side. And then on your next exhale, we just rotate wherever your body reached to. Notice if this side is different. Reach it up, reach it down, lengthen through the side body. Neck is nice and loose. Good, so again, we can release the knee. Coming out of it, release some of that tension. So step or hop the feet back together. Take a moment to find your realignment, to let that sink in. Good, so from here we're finally going to come down to the floor. Bring the hands to the front of the thighs. Starting with the chin, we're going to tuck it under and then allow that hunch as we take it one vertebra at a time, down, down, down towards our forward fold. Allow the knees to bend as generously as they need to. Allow the arms to hang. Breathing deep into your belly. Give your head a little shake. And a little nod. Okay, we're going to go through a little vinyasa together. So bend the knees, bring the hands to the mat. Step or hop it back into plank. Lengthen. Now we're going to bring the elbows in and either come down to chaturanga or down onto your belly. As we come down, top of the feet, we're then going to all push into upwards facing dog. Now upwards facing dog is different to cobra. Cobra, we're coming lower, we've got the hips on the mat. upwards facing dog, we push with the top of the feet. The thighs lift off the mat. Scoop your tailbone under. Open the chest. And then drawing up from the belly button, turn the toes so we come onto the toes as we come into downwards facing dog. Walk it through. Our one and only down dog for the day. Have a little hip wiggle. Imagine you've got a tail and you're wagging your tail. And then we bring knees to the mat, to the edges of the mat, toes together, and release back into your child pose. Holding it here as we let the practice settle in for today. Feeling any tension draining out of the body. Maybe we have a little roll side to side massage in the head and working through the hips, or just finding stillness. If you feel tight through the shoulders, take the hands wider, turn them palms up, give yourself a bit more space. And stay in here for as long as feels good for you. This is a really nice rest pose, a nice restorative pose, helping to release tightness through the shoulders, through the chest and pecs, through the lower back and the hips. And you've got plenty of space to breathe nice and deep into the belly and support for the head. If you have had enough for the day, then thank you for joining me, and namaste, and I will see you again tomorrow for your next dose of daily wellness.